Hey folks, this is Fernando doing another video for the Modern Survivalists. In this case, showing you guys the Thrunite TN4A ITC. Thrunite is a flashlight company that I'm familiar with. I've already reviewed one of the previous products, the Thrunite change modes here for a second, the T10T, which is a titanium flashlight. Nice construction. I like titanium in general for, especially, you know what, for my EDC. It's a nice material. It's very strong, lightweight, and it looks good as well. How important is that it looks good? Well, maybe not as much, but it does give you that extra amount of pleasure to have something that you actually enjoy carrying around. Not only practical, I'm going to be taking practical always over looks. The function always is more important for me. But if besides good function, rust resistance, lightweight, strength, besides that, also good looks great, that works fantastic for me. The T10T uses a single AA battery, correct? And there's another one that comes with a CR123A lithium batteries, the T20T, if that's what you prefer. Usually I use lithium batteries, but I wanted to try a single AA battery EDC light for some time, see how it does. I'm pretty happy with it. Just you know, you can go watch the review. But it's bright enough for my needs. It has a good selection of modes. That moonlight mode or firefly mode, whatever you prefer calling it, just works very well. Medium is just the kind of brightness that I need, and high does work well too. And I especially like that you can use the twisty interface, you know, using it like this is usually what I use at night when I don't want to wake everyone up. And at the same time you have the clicky interface as well. So at night when I don't want to make any noise, even that little clicky sound at night when everyone is sleeping may bother a little bit, I just go for the twisty interface. So it's a good company, makes great products for a very good price, and I'm more than comfortable enough promoting their products, especially the ones that I like myself and I enjoy using myself. So sticking with the idea of what you can get away with using a AA battery. It used to be that if you didn't have lithium batteries, you just didn't have power. Not anymore. And as technology keeps advancing, there's more and more interesting stuff. So, to the TN4A ITC, we have a nice presentation box with a T10T, which is like a fancy light. It had a metal box, which was a nice for a good presentation box. Here you have something that looks more utilitarian, but still looks sturdy enough, which is kind of the idea that you're looking for. Nice box. So if you're giving these away as a gift, by the way, before I forget, these are going for $55.95. Again, one of the most attractive things is that it's a flashlight that's very well built for a very competitive price. So we have a manual here, Thrunite TN4A user manual, guiding you through the night, and on the inside we have some information. Let's go through it. See what we have. Compact thrower with high quality beam from orange peel reflector. Latest LED technology gives great light efficiency. Yes, it is a thrower, and in spite of being pretty compact, it has a good amount of lumens. Actually, it's 1100 lumens. And it does use one of the latest LEDs. Thrunite ITC, intelligent temperature control technology to prevent the light damage from overheating. 6 modes: firefly, low, medium, high, turbo, and strobe. Reverse polarity protection system. Ultra clear tempered glass lens. Aircraft grade aluminum. Premium type 3 hard anodized abrasive finish. Anti-abrasive finish. Memory function to set any mode except for firefly, turbo, and strobe for immediate use. And it uses applicable for AA batteries to use economically everywhere. That's, for me, from the survival preparedness point of view, that's one of the big things it has, using AA batteries. Cheap, readily available, and if you're going to be using rechargeable batteries, that's you know, you cannot get any cheaper than using rechargeable AA batteries for your flashlight. At the same time, you have the opportunity of, if you have to go around looking for batteries, the ones that you're most likely to come across during an emergency, during a disaster, you're going to be finding AA and AAA batteries. Those are the most likely ones to find. In a military environment, CR123A batteries are also becoming very popular as well. They have been for some time. But in the rest of the world, AA, AAA is what you're likely to come across. So it's interesting to simplify logistics, and having today more than ever, it is possible for you to just simplify and have AA for your EDC, AA for your powerful flashlight. Here we go, LED, it's a Cree XP-L V6 LED with a lifespan of 20 years of runtime. New to me LED, this XP-L, we're going to be seeing that in a second, how it looks, bouncing it on the roof and seeing how it looks. Runs on 4 AA batteries, nickel metal, 2450 milliamperes. Yeah, it's not using the here we go, do not use 14,500 batteries, the rechargeable lithium-ion batteries. You cannot use those because it's probably too much batteries for a TN for working voltage limit. It goes beyond the working voltage limit, so it's just normal primary AA batteries or rechargeable AA batteries, not lithium-ion ones. Working voltage 2.7 to 8 volts, output mode. There you go. You have strobe at 1150 lumens for 150 minutes. You have turbo mode at 1150 lumens for 56 minutes. That's the highest mode. 1100 lumens, that's crazy, especially using 4 AA batteries. High is 550 lumens for 150 minutes. Medium, it's 139 lumens for 14 hours. Low is 15 lumens for 93 hours. And moonlight mode is 0.5 lumens for the incredible, ridiculous 80 days. So you have this flashlight, 80 days it's going to be running on the 0.5 lumens, and I'll tell you this, in a dark indoor environment, 0.5 lumens is enough to move around, find your way in a dark building. So once your eyes get used to it, you can have this flashlight working for 80 days in the dark. Okay, well, some more information, but let's get to it and take a look at what we actually have. In here we have a little goodie bag with a couple spare O-rings, smaller one, larger one. This looks like a clicky button cover. It is not. This is actually what goes under the clicky button. It's a spare, okay? It's a spare part that you don't need to install. It's already installed under the button. Okay, the flashlight itself comes well protected in the box. You have some foam. You have a silica gel bag here, and of course we have a sheath which gets the job done. It's protecting your flashlight, it's allowing you to carry it, especially with a flashlight like this one, which is a little bit bigger. Definitely not for a everyday pocket carry, but for when you need those 1100 lumens. Bag looks well built, in my opinion, nice. Well, the carrying case or holster, flashlight carrier maybe would be more adequate. Thrunite, there we go again. Good Cordura material, nice stitches. Yeah, definitely will work and will hold on for quite some time. Will take most of the abuse that you have in mind. And we have the flashlight itself. One of the things that you have to say about Thrunite, they do know how to put a flashlight together, especially again regarding the price. $55.95 for a flashlight of this quality. It's, you know, you're not going to be finding many flashlights. I mean, I don't think you're going to be finding, as of right now, you're not going to be finding a manufacturer that puts such a nice flashlight for such a good price. My experience with the T10T has been very positive. That's why I'm actually carrying these days myself as my EDC flashlight. It's not easy to machine titanium as well as they did. Feels very buttery, and you don't have any problem with that twisty interface, which is not easy to achieve, and they did it for a very interesting price, by the way. So chunky, yes, thrower. That's the new LED. What is it called? The XP-L Cree LED, orange peel reflector, intended as a compact thrower. Fits your hand. Yeah, but definitely you will be having it in the holster. You know, you'll be carrying it in this carrier on the side, most likely. I've actually carried it last night for some time. It really doesn't bother. You know what? Because it's pretty short. So in spite of being fat, you know, in spite of being pretty chunky, being short makes it, you know, just easy to carry on the side of the waist. Let's open it up. Buttery threads, which is, it's always nice to find. You have some silicone grease there, and you have this battery carrier here. I'm gonna be using normal IKEA brand AA batteries. These are cheap and have been working well for me so far. So yeah, simple enough how you install these. I don't think there's many reviews of this flashlight because it's pretty new, so it's probably one of the first videos out there of this, the TN4A. Okay, so you install those batteries. In which direction does it go? Doesn't matter. Either way will work. That's nice. That's something less to worry about. So either way, either direction, doesn't matter. You just drop it in there and you just twist it back. It feels like a quality lens of some sort. It's nice to have. It's very, I mean, no play whatsoever, which I like. Okay, so that's it. You don't know anything about it, you just click on it and it turns on. Simple enough. You have this blue light showing you that everything is okay. It's actually a low voltage indicator. When you're running out of juice in your batteries, this little LED will turn red. Okay, that is another nice quality function in the flashlight. You don't have these in all of them, so it's nice to know that whenever the blue LED starts turning red, you should replace the batteries. That's nice so as to not be caught by surprise, left without your flashlight in a time of need. This is the kind of flashlight that you're going to be going for when you need that kind of power. All right, we're still talking about the simplifying logistics and standardizing around AA batteries. You're going to be having a good single cell AA battery as your EDC. You're going to be having another one as your powerful 11,000 lumen thrower. Okay, so what are the different modes and how to change modes and such? Operation, here we go. It says turn on, turn off. Press the side switch to turn the light on and off. Yes, that's what we've done. Simple enough. Works okay. When the light is on, long press the side switch to cycle through a low, medium, and high. Okay, so when it's on, you just long press and it starts cycling low, medium, high, low, medium, high. Okay. Shortcut to Firefly. When the light is off, long press the side switch to get Firefly mode. Okay, you long press and it goes in that Firefly 0.5 lumen mode that will last for 80 days. I'll tell you, it's enough to find your way around a dark room at night when all lights are off. You're going to be able to see yet not bother people with it. I think it's a good, it's a clever user interface because you're not relying on the memory mode. You're not relying on remember what is it that you left, what was the last mode you use. You just long press whatever it is that you last used it for, and just long pressing it, it's gonna be going into that Firefly mode. All right, and long pressing is the kind of thing that you do when you have time. All right, you're using the Firefly mode or the Moonlight mode, whichever you prefer calling it, when you're not in a hurry, when you're just thinking of optimizing runtime, when you're just thinking of not having too much of a bright light. So it's the kind of thing that you just long press and there you have it. All right, now on the other hand, when you're in a hurry and you absolutely need a lot of light right there right now, the user interface mode does work nicely as well, because double clicking it turns it on the turbo mode, on the highest output mode of 1150 lumens. Double clicking it like that, you're in a hurry, you need the light right there. Okay, you don't have to long press wait, you just double click on it and you have those 1100 lumens. Okay, short pressing, Firefly. Okay, you just turn it on, turn it off, and it remembers the last mode that you use out of those three: low, medium, and high. Okay. Yet when you need a lot of light right there at that moment, double clicking on it and there it goes. Now let's suppose that's not enough, or there's a tactical defensive situation that you need a strobe. You just double click on it again and you go into that strobe mode. Forget about memory, forget about what was the last one that you used, and forget about cycling through them. It's a double click again, and there you go. And when you're not in a hurry, long press and there you have it. Okay. In terms of memory mode, the flashlight will remember the last mode that you've accessed of the low, medium, and high. Meaning, you just turn the light on, you long press, you cycle low, medium, high. Okay, out of those, the low mode is the high mode is 550 lumens, medium mode 139, and low mode is 115 lumens. Okay, turn it on, low 15 lumens, medium 139, and high it's 550. Out of these three, the last one that you use, let's suppose we last use the low mode, you just turn it off, and whenever you turn it on again, it's going to be remembering that last mode. It's pretty intuitive, and you basically just have to remember about the quick double clicking so as to just access the turbo mode right away, and of course the strobe or the firefly mode. Let's check how it looks bouncing it on the roof there. You know, just a quick, gonna be doing another review outdoors and seeing how it does in the exterior, but just so as we have a first impression of how it looks this way. Okay, we go, we turn it on. This is the low mode, long press, medium, high. Okay, low, medium, high, low, medium, high again, low. Let's check just turning it off. Let's long press so as to access the firefly mode. The firefly mode is not visible, which I wasn't expecting, given that it's not really that dark here anyway. At least I'm not seeing it in the camera right now. Double clicking it fast, turbo mode, 1100 lumens. That's the brightest it gets. It has nice features such as a temperature protection. It lowers the mode if it's heating too much, the LED. So these are all nice things that the flashlight has going for it. Of course, in this kind of indoor close distance, the turbo mode just burns a hot spot. Maybe a medium mode like this would be more adequate for indoor use, and even this could be pretty bright if your eyes are already used to the darkness. In terms of quality of light, definitely a thrower. I see a slightly greenish tint on the side, not too much that it bothers me. I honestly thought that the cool white light would be, you know, a little bit more bluish. But it's really pleasant, and the orange peel reflector does the job at having a nice spread from the hot spot to the surroundings. You don't see any artifacts, any dark rings of any kind, which, you know, may bother you a little bit. Definitely a nice quality of light and nice spread as well. Considering that, yes, definitely this is a flashlight intended for outdoors use when you need a lot of light. And that doesn't mean that, of course, you cannot use it indoors, leaving it in that moonlight mode. If you have, for example, a power outage and you're going to be going for long periods of time without light, you can go for the 15 lumen mode, the low mode. That's going to be lasting 93 hours. You know, 93 hours with this amount of light, you have several hours of light during a blackout. So yeah, definitely a good, you know what, I consider it a good partner so as to have in combination with a single AA flashlight, in case you want to you know, standardize. If you want to standardize around a single AA flashlight such as this one, or some of the other single AA flashlights that they have, would work nicely. And yeah, you have that low voltage indicator as well, which is always nice. Man, yeah, I do like it. I'm gonna be doing another review once I have more time with it, using it more. I'm actually gonna be taking out in some exterior use that I have in mind for it, and getting back to you guys later on. But first impressions so far, I really like it. I think it's a very good product for the money. And yeah, check it out. I'm going to be leaving the links there below for you guys to find it in Amazon and the Thrunite website, whatever works best for you. Guys, that's all for now. Take care. Remember to subscribe, thumbs up, and share. See you in our next video. Have a great day.